Okay, so Wayne, we've heard you say that you would in fact have liked to have kept the business smaller, but in fact you opened a branch in Asheville, which sounds to me like growing. So how did all that come to be?
It kind of evolved out of happenstance. I hate to say necessity, but we had a salesman at the time who had made a lot of contacts in the western part of the state and was getting some business, not enough business to support him. And so he decided to leave, and in talking about it, Nancy and I thought we really need to retain as much of this business as possible, so we decided to make some sales trips out there to call on the customers that we had established. And we were met with a lot of excitement and exuberance on their part, the customer's part, asking us when we were going to open up a facility out there. And I didn't see any possibility of opening a facility out there. Not only that, they provided us with, numerous leads for other people that would need our services. And so they were actually, kind of insistent about us doing that. As it turns out, my youngest son, who was our best salesman here in Raleigh, he and his wife were excited about, at some point in their time, at some point in their life, moving to the mountains, decided to helped me out by making a couple sales trips over there and following up on what I'd been doing. And he got over there and experienced the same enthusiasm and insistence on the customer's part that they have a facility over there that provided our services, the laser sales and the repairs and calibration. And he got looking around and found a building, and 3 weeks later we had a shop over there.
Wow.
It was like it was ordained. Divine guidance. But we were open very quickly. The shop was marginally profitable very quickly because there was very little overhead attached to it. We had the equipment necessary to set up the shop, the desks, the showcases, the stands, the calibration equipment. It was just plug and play almost. It just happened. We did not intend to do that. But
so while your advice to people starting businesses is to plan ahead, this is something that you didn't plan ahead, but it sounds like it worked out real well for you.
It did. We have an infrastructure. We have a lawyer. We have a CPA. We have, all the things you have to have, and we have a good staff. You have to have all that. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to survive. And that's why I suggested getting that book, because that book lays it all out for you.
Say the name of the book again?
The E-Myth Revisited by Gerber.
What's it about?
It's about, so you bake a mean pie and your friends and families are encouraging you to go into business. Well, you better think about it before you do it. That's what that book is all about.
Okay, good.
And it's a good book. There's a lot of pitfalls out there, and you really need to read some material, whether you read that book or not.
Something.
There's got to be a lot of stuff out there.
But now your son, who's in business with you out there, he actually learned a lot about it from you.
Mm-hmm.
So he did get his education.
Right.
But from firsthand, from watching you do it, and then from repeating what you did in a sense.
Yeah. Well, he being the heir apparent to the business, now he's going to have to change gears from a strictly sales and branch management affair to an organizational.
So he's going to have to go through the same thing you went through, which is from something, I'm assuming he liked selling, so from doing something that he liked to then having to be more administrative.
Yeah, Charles is extremely good with customers. He's good with the equipment. He knows what it needs to do, what they're trying to do with it, but he needs to step up now and get into more of an organizational manager.
Okay.